Hello and welcome to Quietly Talking Movies ASMR channel. My name is Matt, and in this video I will be actually taking you through the unboxing of the newest release by Arrow Video here in the UK. And the release is Jonathan Demme's The Silence of the Lambs. What to say about this film? It's one of the best and most known films ever made. It features magnificent performances, Academy Award winning performances by both Jodie Foster as well as Anthony Hopkins. It went on to win a total of 5 Academy Awards, earning the main 5 categories. It won the Best Picture, Best Director, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Actress, and Best Actor. And it's a feat that I think is achieved by only a couple of films. And the first one to actually got achievements like that was It Happened One Night by Frank Capra in 1934. Yeah, so I was super excited to see that Arrow Video is releasing this 4K of The Silence of the Lambs in the UK. I know that in the United States, The Silence of the Lambs have been actually available through Kino Lorber for a couple of years now, maybe even 2 years now. However, I never actually wanted to import any Kino Lorber titles, so I just held off, and I was pretty satisfied up until now with my Criterion Collection Blu-ray of The Silence of the Lambs. This is a US import as well. So in UK, you could only get the standard Amaray Blu-ray case of The Silence of the Lambs. It wasn't available in any collector's edition as such. Nonetheless, that release being a Criterion one with a digipack, beautiful booklet, one-of-a-kind exclusive special features. Obviously, I'm still keeping that copy. It's still magnificent to have. Yeah, but probably, as I've had reviews of the 4K restoration of that film, that apparently it's really good. So I can't wait to actually watch this film again, but properly in the 4K. So this thing is a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray limited edition. So what that means is we're gonna get the a slip box, a rigid slip box. We're gonna get the standard Amaray 4K disc with a booklet, and I believe also a poster. Probably some art cards in there as well. I'm not sure. But the usual limited edition stuff that we got to love from Arrow Video already. Okay, so without further ado, let me get my trusty gloves on, and we're gonna unpack this bad boy. Okay, let's find a good incision point for that one. I don't want to scratch the surface. move the knife away. Well, there we go. That's the main cover for The Silence of the Lambs. It features the original poster, so we're not getting any new special and exclusive artwork for that one. Kind of a shame, really. To be fair, I would have actually loved some new artwork for these. But I think out of the two posters, and there's also one this blue and red, that is the original artwork as well, which is an Arrow store exclusive. I definitely didn't like that, so I'm happy that we're actually getting this one in here. So at the bottom of the cover, you actually have the Arrow Video logo as always, and this part of the main poster, which is the actor's name from the terrifying bestseller, and the 18 BBFC certification logo is in fact printed on, so you cannot remove it. Alright, here's the spine. We got the Arrow Video, The Silence of the Lambs, and this title is part of the continuing partnership between MGM Studios and Arrow Video. I think we've got a couple of titles already in these fantastic editions. I believe we got the Invasion of the Body Snatchers as well as Carrie recently, so it's good to see that the partnership is continuing. The inner facing spine is similar, the same essentially, and the back is featuring the actual blurb as well as the information on the special features, credits, and the technical aspects. So before I actually unpack that, let me read you what we actually have on the blurb. Alright, so hope you're gonna bear with me a couple of minutes. Following an early career directing low-budget exploitation movies for producer Roger Corman, by the 1990s, Jonathan Demme was known best for making quirky comedies, Something Wild, Married to the Mob, and music documentaries, Stop Making Sense. That is, until he signed on to adapt Thomas Harris's best-selling thriller, The Silence of the Lambs. I really want to see Stop Making Sense and have that in a very nice edition, but I guess we're not getting that in the UK. The resulting film, a somber, enthralling nightmare vision of psychopathology, became a 5-time Academy Award winner and made cannibal mastermind Hannibal Lecter a household name. FBI agent Clarice Starling, Jodie Foster, from The Accused, races against time to stop a serial killer nicknamed Buffalo Bill, played by Ted Levine, who played in Heat, before he kills again. To solve the case, she risks her own sanity by consulting with malevolent psychiatrist Hannibal Lecter, Anthony Hopkins, from Nixon. A master manipulator, the sinister Dr. Lecter offers crucial information that may be key to unlocking the killer's identity, but at a price. Clarice must open primal events from her past to Lecter's menacing curiosity and confront the trauma that fuels her search for justice. A deeply disturbing examination of human evil, The Silence of the Lambs changed the face of the serial killer genre and remains a highly influential landmark classic of mystery, suspense, and psychological horror. Fantastic. Alright, now let's continue to the 4K Ultra HD limited edition contents. So what are we actually getting? I hope to also just compare the special features that we're getting here with the ones that we got on the Blu-ray edition from Criterion Collection, but we'll get to that in a moment. So what we're getting is a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray presentation in Dolby Vision HDR10 compatible. Newly restored original lossless 2.0 stereo soundtrack. Optional lossless 5.1 soundtrack. Optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. Brand new commentary by critics Elizabeth Purcell and Caden Mark Gardner. Audio commentary by critic Tim Lucas. Through Her Eyes, brand new visual essay on the theme of transformation by critic Justine Perez-Smith. Healing Humanity, brand new visual essay exploring point of view and personalization by critic Willow Caitlin Mackley. Breaking the Silence, archival picture-in-picture interviews and trivia track. 2002 episode of the Bravo television series Page to Screen, focusing on the silence of the lambs. Scoring the Silence, 2004 archival interview with composer Howard Shaw. Jonathan Demme and Jodie Foster 3-part archival 2005 documentary by Laurent Bouzereau. Understanding the Madness 2008 archival featurette featuring various FBI alumni discussing the profiling of serial killers. 1991 making of featurette. 22 deleted scenes. 7 additional deleted scenes sourced from a VHS workprint. Outtakes. Anthony Hopkins phone message. Theatrical trailer. Teaser trailer. 11 TV spots. Image gallery. Limited edition packaging with reversible sleeve featuring 2 choices of original artwork. Illustrated collector's booklet featuring new writing on the film by Alexandra West, Josh Nelson, Sam Moore, and Alexandra Hillary Nicholas. Double-sided fold-out poster featuring 2 choices of original artwork. 6 double-sided postcard-sized lobby card reproduction art cards. Oh my gosh, that was a mouthful, to be honest. The number of special features that we're getting sometimes from our video is simply breathtaking. So much to basically dig into: the audio commentaries, the archival interviews and documentaries, oh my gosh, and all that with a special limited edition packaging that we're getting in this. Absolutely fabulous. Alright, so as of some time, our video is actually releasing those slipbox editions with an additional slip cover on top of that. So it's an edition with a slip cover and a slip box inside. As you can see, that's an O-ring slip cover, which I find fine. Yeah, I mean, I was fine already with the slip boxes, but now they're adding the slip covers as well, and just to protect the slip box, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that totally. Alright. So that's the slip box. That's the main event here, and the front cover of that is the same as the slip cover. The spine is the same as the slip cover. However, what's different is the one half of the original artwork poster with the red-faced Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter, which is totally fine. It actually makes nice of a duality, right? We have the white profile of Jodie Foster with the moth, and we're getting the devious red-faced Hannibal Lecter with the mouth. And we're getting the credits again in here. Alright, and these are the contents. So as was mentioned, we got the 4K Ultra HD disc as is usual with Arrow Video, we do not actually get any 4K plus Blu-ray combos. It's just a 4K inside. Most likely inside we're gonna find the 6 double-sided art cards. We got poster in the middle and the booklet. So that's off. Inside, nothing inside. Rigid slim box, and with a paper feel to it, as is usual with Arrow Video. Love it. Okay, so here's the disc with the original, the same artwork as we have on all of the packaging so far, and on the case we actually got the same details as we did on the back cover. There's something I actually forgot to mention, but let's go through it. So it's essentially, the feature runtime is 118 minutes, so it's a 1 hour and 58 minutes film. It has an aspect ratio of 1.85 to 1. As it was said, we actually get 2 choices for the audio tracks, and they should be presented in DTS HD Master Audio, I believe. The film is in color, and we got the languages for subtitles and audio. And we got the 18 certification logo for that film because it contains strong horror and bloody violence. Alright, let's open it up. Let's take that out. Let's take the art cards first. And that's the usual promotional kind of card that we're getting with Arrow. I throw that out usually, I don't need that. And here are the art cards, which featured the same, as you can see, the same artwork on the back. So let's check out the fronts. Alright, here is Hannibal Lecter. Here is Scott Glenn. I believe Scott Glenn is playing... What was the character's name? I forgot the character's name. Well, maybe it's gonna come to me sometime. I'm a low-key fan of Hannibal Lecter. I think I loved when I first saw it, The Silence of the Lambs. I loved the film, but I wasn't really kind of like into Hannibal Lecter as a character. However, it was until the TV series Hannibal with Mads Mikkelsen as Hannibal Lecter that I actually fell in love with the character of Hannibal Lecter. And the TV series is exquisite in portraying the character in more depth and in his, let's say, natural habitat. That would be more like it. Here's Jodie Foster as Sterling. Again, Jodie Foster after a run. And again, Jodie Foster with Scott Glenn in the car. And last but not least, Jodie Foster interviewing Hannibal Lecter, and we get the Hannibal's reflection in the window, and he looks like he's basically behind her. Fantastic. Alright, those are the art cards. I'm gonna put them aside as well. So we're getting the 4K disc. So I'm always amazed how good the compression is on the Arrow Video films, because they not only have the 4K, just one disc with the film in 4K, Dolby Vision and so forth, but at the same time it contains all of those special features on the disc, and the quality of the actual film is not impacted either way, so it's always like very nice to see. And the disc is a 100 GB disc, so it's a 100 GB disc, very nicely. Okay, let's check the reverse artwork for that, and it's the original. So since we actually getting the one artwork featured very heavily on the other side, let's change for the Amari keepsake. Okay. Alright, so that's the 4K disc. So we're getting the poster, and as it said, it's a double-sided poster, and as you can already feel, it has this very nice, paper quality paper feel to it. It's not glossy or anything like that, and we're getting, look at this, a beautiful big sized poster for The Silence of the Lambs. Magnificent. And on the back we're actually getting this blue and red, as I mentioned, poster, which I'm not really a fan of. Silence of the Lambs. Alright. Love that we're actually getting some posters. As I mentioned to you some time ago, I like having posters in my collector's editions, even though probably I will not be able to hang anywhere all of them, but it would be good to actually have an option for a selection, right? Okay, and here's the booklet. Similar artwork again. We got Agent Starling and Hannibal Lecter on the back. Alright, and it's, again, as usual with Arrow Video, I know I'm keep repeating myself, but it's good to mention for anyone who wonders if you can actually expect the same things. But the booklet is also like in a very nice paper feel to it, and the contents are, we get information about the cast and crew. We got the Seen and Unseen Surveillance in The Silence of the Lambs by Alexandra West on page 9. The Skin I Live In by Sam Moore in the page 17. The Violence of the Lambs by Josh Nelson on page 23. Won't You Listen to Me by Alexander Heller Nicholas on page 31, and information about the restoration on page 36. Here's the information about Jack Crawford. That's who Scott Glenn plays, Jack Crawford. So Lawrence Fishburne is playing Jack Crawford in the Hannibal series. Alright. Some images, very nice. And the articles, essays, very nicely formatted to also have and make room for the pictures, so it's not actually boring just text on the display. Some of the images we already saw on the art cards, some of them are not featured on the art cards. Very nice. Can't wait to actually dig into that. Yeah, so Silence of the Lambs is one of the greatest films ever made, which I've already said. This is from like some posters and it's as close to a masterpiece that you can ever get. For some people, it is definitely a masterpiece. I can't wait to rewatch to actually make my my opinion, certified on this. However, I've had this rated 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 for quite some time. So it's beautiful filmmaking. Alright, so that's what you get in the limited special edition of The Silence of the Lambs by Arrow Video. Alright. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, we're at 26 minutes 30 seconds, and that's it for the review and unboxing of The Silence of the Lambs from Arrow Video, releasing on the 26th of August 2024 in the UK. Now, that's it for the review of that. However, as I mentioned, I would actually like to do a little bit of a comparison between the Arrow Video special features as well as the Criterion Collection US version special features. So if you just wanted to be interested in this particular version, that's it. Now, if you want to stick around, feel free to it, and we'll just basically go on and compare a couple of details. So let's do this. Alright, let me just actually read a couple of things here. Okay, so we got the 4K digital restoration approved by Director of Photography Tak Fujimoto. 2.0 surround DTS HD master soundtrack, alternate surround DTS HD master audio soundtrack. Okay, so although it is a Blu-ray, the Criterion Collection is a Blu-ray, it was already a 4K digital restoration, and we also had the DTS HD master audio soundtracks in both the 2.0 surround and the 5.1 surround. Okay, audio commentary from 1994 featuring director Jonathan Demme, Jodie Foster, Anthony Hopkins, Ted Talley, and former FBI agent Jonathan Douglas. Are we getting that in here? Okay. No. Okay, so the Blu-ray from Criterion is definitely featuring a different audio commentary from 1994 featuring director Jonathan Demme, actors Jodie Foster, Anthony Hopkins, and screenwriter Ted Talley, and former FBI agent John Douglas. Okay, we got a new interview with critic Maitland McDonough. That's not something we're actually getting here as well. 38 minutes of deleted scenes. That might be similar because we're getting 29 deleted scenes on the Arrow Video. Okay. Interview from 2005 with Demme and Foster. Alright. That might be something similar. There was a Jonathan Demme and Jodie Foster 3-part archival 2005 documentary by Lauren Bozereau. So that might be the same thing. It's a 2005 archival documentary as is listed on Arrow Video. However, Criterion Collection says it's a 2005 interview. Okay. 4 documentaries featuring hours of interviews with cast and crew. Okay, these might be also the archival interviews that are featured here. Storyboards trailer. And the booklet obviously features new writing, as usually does, so there's no point in making that. So there are some differences, there are some similarities. I think the documentaries part are actually repeating themselves. We do get a little bit of differences in the audio commentaries and obviously the writing on the booklets. However, for the most part, things are actually kept quite similar between those two editions. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you so much for joining, and as I had an early delivery, I should not say delivery, yeah, it was a pickup from the HMV store. I'm going to go on and unpack this next beauty, which is King Kong limited collector's edition from Universal Pictures. Alright, well, with that being said, thank you so much for joining on this video, and I'll see you in the next one very soon. Cheerio, bye bye.